So I did a DMT journey yesterday, and I chose yesterday to do it because of the new moon and like where it was placed and all that, right? And then I had these like realizations on Monday about, like being inauthentic and, kind of wanting to set an intention around that to show up more authentically in my life. And so when I started this, DMT journey, and they asked me what my intention was, I was like, it's changed like so many times over the last 24 hours that I really don't know. And I think, I want my intention to be that I just want to be. I just want to, be in my own energy and, like I want to be open to kind of like wherever it takes me, right? And boy, did it take me for a fucking journey. I'll try to keep this like short because I know I can be long-winded, but as soon as the DMT kicked in, which is quick, if you've ever done it, I mean, you are gone in a matter of seconds, It was just like fucking chaos. It felt like this cartoon or a cartoon version of a circus, but it was like neon colors, neon pink, neon orange, some white, and it was like everything had the same pattern, but you could make out shapes, and it was like all of this happening at one time. It was so destabilizing and so like overstimulating, and at first I was like, oh, okay, and then I started to freak out a little bit because it was getting to a point where I was like, oh my gosh, this is too much. It was like almost getting to be more chaotic the longer that I was there, I guess. And I was like, okay, freaking out that I was like having a bad trip. And I'm like, how am I going to say that I had a bad trip? And, like, I just want this to be over. And, like, how can I just make it over, So this is clearly not going to be a short video. So at one point I opened my eyes and I said, holy fucking shit, to the person that was sitting with me. And they were like, what happened? And I like literally I couldn't talk because I was like still in it. And so I just like kind of looked down and I recentered myself. And and I was like, again, still like kind of freaking out because I'm like, how do I make this stop? Or like how long, how much longer do like I have left? This is the second time that I've done DMT also. So I got my shit together. I like really got intentional about pulling my energy back to myself, really like grounding myself and just remembering that I'm in a safe space. I am okay, and so I knew like as soon as I closed my eyes, I was going to be back in it because it felt like it was like dragging me or like bringing me back. And I was like, this has to be happening for a reason, right? Like there's got to be something in this, right? Like I'm safe, I'm okay, like I have control of myself, like everything is fine. So I went back in there and I was like, maybe what I need to do is like push through this visual, like push through to try to like get to the other side if there is another side. For all I know, it was gonna fucking take me further into it. I don't know. So as I was like pushing through the visual, everything stopped. And it became this deep really pretty, like burgundy color. And a voice said that I had to experience what I was experiencing to know what it's like to have no intentions and to have no boundaries. And that without having intentions and boundaries, chaos ensues, and that literally anything can come into your field. And it said that it was going to go on for as long as I allowed it, and that I was in full control of that, and that I was always safe. And then it said, you received what you needed to receive and we'll release you. And like a couple seconds, I'm assuming later, I was back. It was fucking insane. And I just think that it was so fucking cool because I really did not go into it with a true intention, you know? And not to mention in my own fucking life, like I really don't have intention and my boundaries are just iffy at best, you know? So that was my second journey with DMT.